Right, I think I'll just splice another video into this one. Let me just shift this light out of the way, because it is a bit sort of in the way there. There we go. That's better. Right, so Cleudo, I've had this 6 months, and I need to move it out of here this week, so I'm going to go and put this in the unit. It works, however, its main board currently is sat in Scotland because it got fixed, came back down and then went wrong again. Maygay boards for you and all that, so it's currently up with Magik at the moment, and he's sorting out some bits and pieces on that for me, because it has been, like I said, it has been fixed once already. I'm not going to go through the gory details of this completely, but I will quickly just go through some of the gory details. Its mainboard was faulty. It had another fault on it with power supply had an issue, although it wasn't a major one. The entire solenoid deck was knackered, and it had actually blown the mainboard up originally. This is currently on £8, by the way, tokens, not 5 cash. Pretty certain it isn't susceptible as well. Now I've shown you a quick video of it with it blocking the boxed. Okay, because the box would take you over the block anyway, and it does block it. Now, just said to me, I'm sure this is a while ago, about a month ago maybe, but I'm sure that you used to do them on the £5 version off unboxed. You're right, you're right. So that's £3. That would be over the block on a £5 cash. The problem is this £8 token. This isn't over the block, so it should be fine. And it does run on tokens. The alpha's surprisingly sorted itself out now. I have actually cleaned some pins now quickly. The lamps that are out, there are a couple of lamps out here. They're not out. It's just literally a slightly loose connection. I'm not going to sort that out. It just literally just needs cleaning. Or as somebody showed me as a tip not so long ago, cocktail stick. But yeah, it just needs sort of bending one way or the other. I'm just going to play this round to a red board. Yeah, I've had it six months, and it was nothing but a pain in the arse. I can't remember if anything's good on this. I have a feeling it's not. Yeah, it's not. That's my 160. Anyway, I'm going to force it around to red board. Boarding it at the moment is one of mine, and obviously as you can see it works. It isn't massively loud. I have updated the coin mech. The only thing about it that probably needs a bit of work is that alpha is dull. It does sometimes occasionally play up. I updated the coin mech myself, so I actually updated this one. And other than that, yeah, say it's running happily now. But the reason it's taken so long is, number one, it needed looms and reels. The reels just started randomly bouncing. That is just ever so slightly off. It just needs adjusting, and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so it basically, what happened is you played it for a bit, and then the reels started like bouncing out of control. So I mean, Magik had seen the video, Andrew96 had seen the video, neither of them knew what had caused it. We did all sort of suspect potentially it was the reels themselves. So Kallum sorted another set of reels for it, so that's what it's running at the moment, and that's running them really happily. So there's no issue with it bouncing. In fact, there's no issue at all. It's happy as Larry in that respect now. So mechanically, it just works now, whereas it didn't just work originally, I'm afraid. We'll just bin off the boards. You should be able to streak it as well by knocking back reds. Obviously you can see it's a little bit away from doing anything spectacular. It was just a pain in the arse. Like, I mean, it's not got a door. Don't know why it's not got a door on it. Doesn't have a door, so somebody needs to cut a door out for it. I did replace the rubber, by the way. So the rubber on it is it's brand new rubber that I've put onto it. The cabinet itself ain't the best. Like, if you look there, you can see there's a bit of a gap where there shouldn't be a gap. But I mean, it's just over time, it's just warped. And this is ultimately the reason why it ended up getting swapped from being a Pink Panther into a Cleudo, because Ben wanted to run the Pink Panther, Kallum wanted the Cleudo, and Ben didn't like the cabinet, and he was like, well, I'm putting a new cabinet in, so they ended up having a cabinet swap effectively. I won't, I was offering Revolver, it's got some life in it. But being a Maygay is a pain in the fucking arse, like they all are. Anybody who's ever owned one will nod their heads in appreciation of how much of a pain in the arse here. It's got louder for some unknown reason. Maybe he got sick of me talking. I'm only going to play it round for 1am, and I'll be sacking it off. It won't be a massively long video, this. Obviously, if you do hit these, you do get the potential of it giving you the fight night bang, 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 and just chucking you in, so... I don't think I've got all the red bulbs in it either. I think that's the only thing I'm definitely short of is red bulbs. Below. Go against the number. Oh, you're joking, I'm behind bars. But I mean, it's in, you know, it's in good enough nick now to run in, certainly in an arcade at the very least. I just don't have the room. I've got a Monte Carlo coming, a deconstructed, I'm being really honest here, a deconstructed Monte Carlo, which Mr. Buddy Love said to me, listen, you can buy it if you want to buy it, or you can fix it. I'm just scared of how big the bill's going to be. And I'm like, listen, I'll sort it, don't worry. I said to him, I can't promise you'll have it for your opening day. And he's like, I'm not bothered about that. So that's where where we are with that. But that's coming with two displays, 160 it's offering. And a few other spares, just try and get it running again. This is murder. It's actually surprisingly cold out here, but alright, leave it so it's flaming cold. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite happy with life considering all. So it's a Maygay. Yeah, one of your hiddens is hidden's barcode is follow me. I think that's probably the best one on here. One of the other ones is super old from memory, which is actually completely useless. Still not massively happy, is it? It isn't on a RAM reset or anything, by the way. I mean, this has had all the play test through it, because it is. It's got a battery on this board. It's coin cell, so it's a nice, easy one for me to swap when I need to swap it. Let's this one that Dangerous Dave had done originally, and we breathed a bit of life into it and got it going again, because it had been at his house for ages. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm going against. Oh, you won't let me on the 12. I'm going against me 12. I do need to lift that up. I just can't be arsed. I've done a lot of work on this thing. Minor stuff like that I'm really not mithered about. I mean, it's had so many looms out and replaced. I mean, its power loom's already a bloody work of art as it is at the moment. Looks very much like it wants to give me them. I better pick a room, man. Great bit of footage for you guys. You can watch nothing. Oh good, I've got it. Brilliant. I was actually trying to avoid that. Told you I'm tired. I actually didn't think I had a candlestick. Thank God you didn't repeat. Well, this will be a bloody long video. Oh. Just to say how tired as well. Like I got up at, well, I woke up at 5 o'clock, which is not ideal because I had a big thing to do at work, and I end up waking up early, which is a nightmare. I couldn't get back off to sleep, so I just stayed up. And obviously it's now night time, so yeah, I'm feeling it a bit, to be fair. Just gonna try and burn off some of these credits. Some of the ones in the bottom out of there. Got a load more sat in the bottom of Fun in the Sun, to be fair. I will be emptying this after I've finished on it. Just thought it'd show a bit of gameplay and show it actually works, because people just, I think, I forget half the time. A lot of the time I'm just glad to see the back of them when they're done and don't want to really worry about them and think about them anymore. But yeah, there's a little bit with me of just going like, thank God that's done, I don't want to mess about with it anymore, and I kind of forget to do the videos. And to be honest with you, I could be talking all day about how much stuff was wrong with it and how, you know, how much work Magik put into it with me to try and get it back going again, and other people as well, you know. It ain't just me sat there doing it a lot of the time. I get support. And Magik is a genius. Got me 10. You're joking, I lost. I'm actually quite glad the alpha's fairly behaved. It's a bit dull, to be fair. I mean, it's obviously quite fairly dark in here, so it is a bit duller than it should be. It needs swapping at some point. I could have the Cleudo man if I'd have wanted him. I don't want him. Square thing, man. Turned into Monopoly for a sec. That thing. Don't want barcodes. Obviously it can't, when I do finally get a red off it, I'm just going to get it for the jackpot tune as much as anything. It can't run off it. It would run off a white top, I would imagine, the same as a lot of the others. But I don't care enough to sit and knock them back for a long period of time. Drain the credits out of it. There's a nice setup for £3. Two features. A feature. So I'll try and show you even though I'm pretty tired. So it's 4 after there, so now, and it basically just ignores that you're pressing it, as you can see. It like literally just goes, sorry mate, that's too much money. Now I'll miss. So if I hit 2 afterwards, I'll hit the treble. There you go. Stops no problem. Should have 7 for 40p, but yeah, I just thought I'd show it to you like as part of the video. That's how it obviously stops it. Now I could have hit £3. It won't have a major issue with £3. I'm doing really well at forcing this out. Yeah, you can hit £3. It won't block for £3, but that's under the block. So these quids are freezing as well. It's not even that cold. It's just not that nice. That's why I'm down south all the time. You get better weather. Yeah, I'll show you. Oh, it's not giving me a jackpot, is it? I'll just show you paying out in a minute. It's obviously all cash at the moment. It won't pay out tokens because there's none in it. I do have a couple of tokens knocking about, not out of this, but even I'm not putting tokens in just so you can hear them pay out. Let's go low. You're joking? Behind bars again. Obviously, it won't pay out. Well, it might pay out the 20s. I couldn't say how many are in there, to be honest. I've just noticed after filming for 18 minutes there's a tiny bit of grease on the camera. Give me one sec. Oh look, there you go, grease gone. It's just a tiny bit of grease I could just see. Well, I couldn't see it, but I could see that it was just sort of shadowing on the video. It's quite annoying. If you ever see people with YouTube and you just see like light coming out from the light, it's a bit weird. That's what's caused it. Made £8 look really difficult as well, Anna. Fantastic. Cue the repeat. Just what I wanted. Should have just gone high really there, shouldn't I? Saved us all the hassle. Let's revolver happy again. Obviously revolver you can take the Cleudo symbol. Didn't like me going low on that 5, did it? Oh, fudge off. Yeah, you can pick for me. Does snidey things when it gets to the block as well, like you'll get that and it won't jump off your room. I actually didn't expect to win that. Ba-dum-bum-bum. You're joking. Been murdered. Let him spin on a quid. Pointless exchanging. Just infuriate the viewers. Tell I've not buzzed this up, can't you? I won't. Look at I am, look. Took your freaking time machine. It's probably due its run this, you know. City and Arsenal tonight though, so I probably... Oh, I could have gone for me exchange for middle. Justice is going to be shouting like mad at me. He didn't do it. Yeah, at least he's not going to shout. Yeah, so obviously you can get super jackpot off that, can't you? There are a couple of red bulbs, I just haven't got any red bulbs. So obviously that's 8 quid tokens. Won't repeat, he says confidently. Like I said, it's going to be pretty close to its run anyway. This, because I've not streaked it since I've had it, and like I said, it knows all previous gameplay. And I've had it about 6 months, and all it's had me throwing quids at it, spinning off boards, collecting shit, collecting jackpots. So yeah, it has had like quite a bit of say legitimate gameplay. Big shout out to my mate Jay in Emulation who did the crack on this, because we had a problem with power supply. It's got no minus 12 volt, which it actually doesn't need, as you can see. The only thing that it controls is there's a stupid security dongle on them that Maygay decided they were going to put onto the machine, and it needs the minus 12 volt for that. So he very, very kindly cracked the ROM for me, so the ROM doesn't need to look for that dongle anymore, and obviously it runs on the back of it. So I mean, another person a shout out to, thank you. The other person I'm not going to give a shout out to thank is Ben, but mainly because he dumped this one on me. Just going to take me 60p, I just don't care. That is going to be the end of the video. I'm just going to collect out my £12 and I'm going to go and retire and watch the football. So obviously that's in here, it's not paying anything. That's your tokens paying out. Again, working, cash, 20p. I don't think there's any 20s in either. That's Cleudo. That's Cleudo done. Wow, what a pain in the ass that thing was, but nice to see it finally running. I could have wiggled around with my plug and got all your lamps on for you, but I haven't. Thank you for watching me ramble and play machine. Knackered. Enjoy.